I'm Laura. I'm going to show you how to make this Noah's Ark out of paper. It comes with a rainbow that you can slide on and off the ark, a door that opens, and a roof that opens so that you can put animals inside the ark. It also comes with a paper Noah and his wife. The animals are not included. The Noah's Ark printable is available to purchase in my Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/fanforon. After purchasing, you'll download it to your computer and print on paper of your choice. As you can see, I chose brown cardstock for the Ark, 8 sheets, and 2 sheets of white cardstock for Noah and his wife, as well as the rainbow. You will also need some markers, some scissors, and a glue stick. Let's start with the rainbow. I'm always excited to see a rainbow because it reminds me that God always keeps his promises. I'm coloring the rainbow in 7 colors. I remember them by remembering Roy G. Bibb. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. When you've finished coloring the rainbow, cut out the rainbow, the stand, and the clouds by cutting on the black dashed lines. Next, make the rainbow stand by folding backward on both of the gray dotted lines. Put a line of glue between the gray line and the top of the stand, then attach the rainbow right at the gray solid line. Then put glue on the space that's left and attach the cloud to it. Make sure the bottom of the cloud does not go past the bottom of the stand or it will not stand up correctly. Turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. Your rainbow is complete and it's waiting for the ark. But first, let's make Noah and his wife. To make Noah and his wife, start by coloring. We don't really know what kind of clothes they wore or what they look like, so just use your imagination and have fun. If you use printer paper instead of cardstock, find some lightweight cardboard, like this yogurt container or a cereal box. Then glue Noah and his wife and their stands on the cardboard and cut it all out together. This will make them a little sturdier and they'll stand up better. But if you print it on cardstock just like me, no worries. Just cut them out on the black dashed lines. Now we'll fold each stand on 3 gray dotted lines. You'll be folding backwards. Put glue on one of the smaller edge portions of the stand, and then glue the other smaller edge portion over it to make a bit of a triangle. Next, put glue on the back of your character or on your stand and put them together. Line up the edges so your character will stand up straight. Do the same thing for the second character, and then you'll be done with Noah and his wife. Now for the ark. I printed mine on brown cardstock so that I wouldn't need to color anything, but if you'd like to, go ahead and color the ark before you cut it out. When it's time to cut out, you're going to be cutting on the black dashed lines. The side portions are a little trickier to cut because of all the tabs on the bottom. I found it easiest to cut a straight line across the bottom and then go back and cut out the little portions between the tabs afterwards. Do you know the story of Noah's Ark? It's in the first book of the Bible, Genesis, chapter 6, verse 9, through chapter 9, verse 17. If you don't have a Bible, check out Bible Gateway online. The ark's door is going to be the trickiest part to cut out. An adult with an X-Acto knife would be the easiest way, but if that's not available to you, fold the ark very gently and cut a small slit right on top of those black dashed lines. Then stick your scissors in the slit and continue cutting on that black dashed line all the way around the door. Fold the door so that it opens out. This will create a bit of a ramp for animals to walk up when the door is opened. All of the pieces of the ark are cut out and I'm ready to fold. I will not need the clasp and I will not need to fold anything on the bottom, the base of the ark. I've already folded the ark's door. Now I'm going to fold here on the gray dotted line backwards. This is going to make a point at one end of the ark. Now fold all of these tabs backwards. They will attach the sides of the ark to the bottom or base of the ark. You'll do this for all four sides. Fold backward on the gray dotted line on each of the hinges. As we're working, I'd love to tell you a short summary of the story of Noah's Ark. I'll interrupt when I need to give directions. The story begins with a world that was full of evil, full of bad things that made God really sad. The roof has two gray dotted lines, fold backwards on both of them. Back to the story. So God decided to send a huge storm to wash away all the hate and evil. So he told Noah how to build a huge boat, and he sent all kinds of animals to live on it. When everyone was on board, it started raining, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Let's glue. Find the line on base B. Put glue between the line and the edge. Now, put base A on top of base B, matching the edge of base A with the line on base B. Push it down, make sure that glue sticks. Now for the sides. Find a side C and a side D. Side C has a tab for some glue. Put the glue on there and then attach it to the high side of a side D. Next, we'll put glue on the back side of the tabs on the attached side C and D. Start with a point. Line up the space where C and D are attached with the very point of one end of Noah's Ark. Slide the tabs underneath the base and press down to make sure that glue sticks. Now let's finish the story. After the rain had stopped and the earth dried up, everyone emerged from the ark, and God placed a rainbow in the sky as a sign of his promise that he'd never flood the earth again. Now we'll repeat that process with the second set of sides, C and D. The Bible says that the ark was 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. That means that for as wide as this ark is, it would have to be twice as long for the scale to be correct. That'd be pretty big for all those animals, didn't it? When you get to the middle, you want to make sure that the side D slides to the inside of the C. We'll glue those here in a minute. Now let's put glue on that inside portion of side D so that we can hook the middles of Noah's Ark together. Now let's attach the large hinge. It goes on the side of the ark that does not have a door. Put glue on one half of the hinge. Line up the middle of the hinge with the middle seam of the ark. I put a little spot, a little arrow on that hinge to help you see where the middle is. You want the hinge to be able to fold backwards as well, so that after the roof is attached you can fold it open to put animals and characters in the ark. Now for the clasp, you can see two spots to put glue. You're going to want to line this up with the middle of the ark on the inside, on the side with the door. Check for the arrows and your little seam in the middle of the ark. Glue it just below the top level of the ark. Try to leave a little bit of space in there so that you'll be able to fit the hinge inside to close the roof. Let's add the roof. Note where the middle is, and then attach the small hinge right there at the edge of the roof. Then put some glue on the large hinge that you've already attached to the ark, and you'll put the edge of the roof right on the fold of the large hinge. Measure more carefully than I did here, because in the end how the roof looks sitting on top of the ark is going to be affected by how careful you are to line up the middle of everything. Now you can put the small hinge into the clasp that you made, and your ark is finished.